Dr. Chris Okafor and Doris Ogala, my take on their matter. For some weeks now, it's been trending. You open this side, their matter everywhere, they are trending, seriously trending. They're not trending for a good reason. They've both decided to wash their dirty linen and put it in the public for people to see. So that's why I'm talking. That's why everybody's talking. When things happen, people will always jump into conclusion and say their mind and say what they think. But sometimes you have to sit and listen to both sides and make a judgment. Doris have come in affirmation to say her own side of the story, cried, and say a lot of things, implicating some other third parties. But she's busy ranting. Chris, in the other way, has indirectly, he has not spoken much, but he has indirectly affirmed, he hasn't denied that he has a relationship with Chris Ogala. He comes to the church and say, if I'm your father, if I'm your leader, if I'm your prophet, won't you defend me? I've defended most of you when you did some crazy stuff, We shouldn't be in a hurry, in a rush to judge or to crucify someone. Chris is a human being. Dr. Chris is a human being like you and I. Chris Okafor. If you no knack woman, who ain't go knack? Now dog ain't go knack. Although I don't have sympathy for both of them. They're doing their stuff. They're crazy people, I don't have sympathy for either Chris or Doris. Doris is a runs girl. Yeah, she's a runs girl. And Chris, na guy man. Original guy man. So I have no sympathy for them. You see, there's a difference between the woman you need and the woman you want. The woman you need is a wife material. When you see her, they're difficult to get. When you see her, you hold her with your both hands and don't let her go because she's precious. But the woman you want, she's an extra girl on the street. You find them everywhere. They're good for sex. And that is the most reason you must... I always tell people this. For those of you who patronizes prostitutes and extra women, extra ladies. For those of you who patronizes call girls. Pay for sex service. When you pay for sex services, you'll be free from all this drama. You'll be free from all this drama. You see, woman where you pay, she come around. All these girls where they hustle. These runs girls, they come around. After having sex with them, you pay them for the services. They won't have the guts to come to you and want to claim something or want to feel entitled to something. But Chris is not streetwise. Dr. Chris is not streetwise. He feels maybe he's educated, he's polished, what. But he has to be streetwise in all you do. You don't have future plans with this girl. You don't have anything to do with her in the future. You just want to keep her around you. And in fact, she's your sex partner. And from what I heard, you're a stingy person, Chris. She said you only gave her reasonable amount, 300,000 all the while. You've known her. 300,000 naira only. Now the reasonable money where she don't collect from you. Is that true? If that is the case, you're a stingy man and you're not streetwise. Because you're not streetwise, that's why you've gotten yourself into this mess. This lady is a runs girl. She goes to Dubai. Can't you see the caliber of people she runs with? Their excellencies, top guys flying Dubai, go do runs, and you get hooked because you greedy on top woman. You greedy. You knack. Come out as other people they knack come out. You knack. You want greedy. To the extent that she got married to another Yahoo boy for. I suspect the guy is a Yahoo boy. Person will go invite girls, make them come Dubai, make him knack, settle them. Which job in they do? If not be Yahoo boy. But that's another talk for another day. He got married to that guy. And you're still interested in her, calling her from her husband's house, doing all kind of rubbish. If you come on hand, can't you say enough is enough? I'm done with this lady and move on and do some other things. When people, criticize men of God and say, this person is promiscuous, this person slept with another, these men are human beings. They are exhibiting their normal human nature. Like I said from the beginning, if they don't sleep with women, who they want to sleep with? Are they gay? I believe Chris Okafor is not gay. So he must sleep with a woman. But he must be smart about it. Like I say, if you knack, you pay. So that she won't feel entitled. So because you're not paying, that's the reason she started calculating 7 years of knacking for you. She remember, Kai, 7 years, this guy has never given me any reasonable money. Since that 7 years. From her statement, 7 years of knacking, you can knack for free. On top of that, you lock her up for 2 days, 2 nights. Doris is a runs girl. So when you're dealing with runs girls, you must be smart. You must be smart. When people look at, they say pastor, it's a lot of people, members, they are sheepishly and stupidly followers. So that's why we see them, they sit in the church, they sit like in the ready. They open their eyes and their nose and their mouth and they'll be looking. They've been brainwashed. Their brain has been messed up. They believe all these charlatans, men gallivanting everywhere, calling themselves prophets and pastors. All these Pentecostal idiots. You're looking for miracle, calling numbers and all of those things. This their pastor, prophet, or whatever. These things is a profession, or let me say career. Are you hearing me? This is a career. So don't believe the face value. People easily believe what they see than what is real. They believe what they see than what is real. So these men, they dress up, they clean up, they wear suits, they polish themselves, they come to the pulpit and they start jumping around, preaching and talking. Talk is cheap. Talk can be tantalizing. And unashamedly, these stupid girls and ladies who are hunting for men, they'll start falling for these men. As they sit down for pews, they're already using their eyes to undress the man of God, the so-called man of God. They by themselves they wish the man of God would say, come, let me sleep with you. Because of what that person is standing on pulpit to say. I mean, the things they say, you think that that's their real life. These guys are actors. They are actors. They are just acting. I've been around most of these great guys. I've been around them. These people you call preachers, I've been around them. I lost one of them recently, a good friend of mine, some years ago rather. I know what is happening. I know what is cooking. These guys, their sins are even worse than the hardest criminal you know around. These men of God, what they do, if you know, your life will never remain the same. You'll be so surprised. So quit believing in these people. Just believe in God, your Lord, your Maker. So these guys are running business. They are running business. And you don't dare cross their way in that business. You don't dare. They'll kill you. They'll take you out. My papa, my man of God, my prophet, my this. Ewu. This is a career for them. You see, there's what they call mask. You know mask? They wear mask. That mask they wear, when you take off that mask, that's when you see who they are, who they truly are. But because they always put on this mask, they put it on every now and then. The marks of purity. They seem pure. They look pure when they come to you, when they come to the public, when they stand on the pulpit to preach. They look pure because they're wearing masks. Behind the masks is their true person. Behind the masks is their true person. So, in conclusion, Chris Okafor is a smart guy, but he's not streetwise. If he was streetwise, you should have just paid Doris for every sex, pay as you go, so she wouldn't have that guts, that effrontery to come back and say, you owe me this, you owe me that. Doris is a wrong girl. From all indications, she's a wrong girl. And now, and one thing I like about Chris also, in all of this saga, in all of this storm, he moved on. When this noise is everywhere, Doris is saying, you can marry over my dead body, I'm going to kill myself, somebody's going to die, so one person is going to die, this is making noise. Chris went ahead to get his wedding done and dusted. To put an icing on the cake, he just traveled to America, honeymoon, where the noise is there, cooling off, doing his things, you know. My people, before this year is over, we are in December, almost ending the year, this matter will fizzle out. This Chris Okafor and Doris matter will fizzle out. We'll enter another chapter, another story will come up. We'll face it. And Doris, not be everybody wake up police the win case. You hear me so? You're always ranting, mentioning names, involving other parties into the matter. You might be surprised you end up in jail yourself, Doris, because you're an accomplice to a crime. You're an accomplice to defeating the end of justice. You aided to defeat the end of justice in revealing a fact of a missing child. You know the story. And other crimes you guys have committed. So many things are unveiling. So I wish you guys the best. I'm not troubled up. You guys are just entertaining people on social media. People, they burn their datas. I wish you guys all the best. So my people, this is all of you True Talk. If you love my post, my advice, my talks, this is where we'll inform you to change you, to change your mind, to make you think alright. This is all of you True Talk. So if you like my posts, my videos, just like, subscribe, comment. I'll be on your way very soon. But before then, enjoy the day and remain blessed.